Most dog owners struggle to understand what their furry friends are trying to say. Dogs are excellent companions and are known to be quite expressive. However, dog owners still find themselves in a fix when their dog is trying to express itself, but they are unable to interpret their gestures, and it can leave the owner confused as well as agitated at times. Dogs use different cues to get the message across, but at times, they may even use the same gesture to express two completely opposite emotions. If you're looking for a cheat sheet that will help you decipher your dog's cues and understand what it's trying to say, this video will be the perfect guide for you. In today's video, we'll go over 18 strange dog behaviors and uncover what your dog is actually trying to say. Number 1. Puppy dog eyes. All dog owners often find their dog looking at them with glistening eyes. If you find your dog continuously staring at you with love in your eyes, it means that your dog is expressing love. Dogs maintain constant eye contact as a sign of affection. This means that your dog looking at you with those puppy dog eyes is equivalent to a kiss from your furry friend. Number 2. Bringing weird things. If you let your dog out to play and he returns with a present for you, it is another expression of love. At times, the dog might come back with a toy, and there will be other occasions where the present may not be pleasant at all. Whatever the case may be, make sure that you accept the present and don't throw it away. Throwing the present would be a sign of disrespect for the dog. Number 3. Sleeping with the owner. Do you ever wake up in the morning to find that your dog has sneaked into your bed in the middle of the night? Congratulations! It's a sign that your dog loves you and wants to spend as much time with you as possible. Don't get irritated if you find your dog in your bed. It's an expression of love from your dog, so make sure that you also reciprocate this gesture. Number 4. Tackling and jumping at the owners. Have you ever opened the door to your house to find your dog ready to pounce at you and tackle you to the ground? It's not uncommon for dog owners to report this friendly attack every now and then. Whenever your dog jumps at you, it's a sign of excitement. The dogs want to embrace your presence and let you know that he missed you all day and is now very excited to see you. Number 5. Flicking their tongue. This is surely one of the most misinterpreted dog signal. Majority of the dog owners take it as a sign of their dog expressing dominance if it flicks its tongue. But in reality, you'll notice that your dog will flick its tongue after getting scolded. Flicking of the tongue is a way of your dog apologizing for its behavior and is a way of expressing regret. The dogs look so cute when flicking their tongue that one has to end up forgiving them no matter how severe the offense was. Number 6. Spinning around chasing their tails. It's quite normal for dogs to try and grab their tails, which often leads them going crazy spinning in circles. However, if you notice that your dog is spinning around excessively and on a regular basis, it may be a sign of concern. Spinning can indicate certain health risks, therefore if you find your dog spinning frantically, make sure you book an appointment and take your dog for a checkup as soon as possible. Number 7. Eating grass. Eating grass is a controversial behavior that is interpreted differently by each dog owner. While some studies suggest that your dog may be eating grass simply because it enjoys the taste, there are some other theories which link this act with some digestive issues. However, if your dog's health is deemed on point by the vet, you should not be concerned about your dog eating grass at times. But if the frequency increases or this action is paired with some other abnormal behavior, make a run for the vet. Number 8. Eating their own poop. Yes, you heard that right. Some dogs do end up developing a habit of eating their own excretion, and the proper term that describes this act is coprophagy. Generally, the dogs who have been scolded or shouted at for a poop accident end up associating poop with their owner's anger and try to eat their poop in order to get rid of the evidence. Other than this, eating poop may also be a sign of malnutrition in dogs. Number 9. Winking. Many dog owners find this gesture so cute that they fail to interpret the real meaning behind this gesture. This cute gesture is an alarm which indicates that something is stuck in your dog's eyes. Winking also indicates dryness of the eyes. Most of the times, the issue will rectify itself, but if winking persists, you should examine your dog's eyes to find out the reason which is causing the irritation and is leading to winking. Number 10. Barking in their sleep. You dream when you sleep. Well, so does your furry friend. If you woken up in the middle of the night by a bark, you look around to find your dog peacefully sleeping. No need to be alarmed at this situation. Barking in their sleep is a common dog behavior. Research supports the notion that dogs can dream, so maybe your dog is playing around in a lush green park while sleeping and is barking to call his playmates. Number 11. Chewing on furniture or other items. Many dog owners fail to interpret the meaning of a dog chewing their gesture. Rather than trying to understand their intention, they often end up scolding their dogs or punishing them. In reality, it's a sign of distress that may be caused by a lack of physical activity. Dogs are animals that require physical activity and ample playtime. If you're ignoring this need, the dog will try to get your attention and express its distress by chewing on furniture and tearing apart your bedroom slippers. Number 12. Yawning, especially in public. Yawning is a common behavior, and you'll often find your dog yawning. It surely is an indication that your friend is tired and wants to go to bed. But if you find your dog yawning in public, it's an expression of anxiety. Dogs rely on yawning as a coping mechanism to deal with anxiety. Excessive yawning in situations where you're 100% sure that your dog is not tired means that your dog is nervous. Try and be gentle with your dog and comfort it so it feels at ease. Number 13. Tilting their head to a side. You might notice that your dog tilts its head to a side when you're communicating with it or are issuing commands. Dogs tend to tilt their head and cock it to one side when they are trying to make sense of what you're saying. This gesture is extremely common during the training phase, where the dog is trying to get acquainted with the verbal commands and is processing the owner's gestures to make sense of what is expected of it. Number 14. Howling out loud. Many people are firm believers that dogs howl to assert their dominance or claim their rank in terms of power. At times, dogs simply howl because it feels amazing to let loose. Howling is a dog's way of clearing its throat and letting go of the frustration. Therefore, if you're a dog owner or are about to be one, be prepared to endure a howling session every now and then. Number 15. Circling around before laying down. This behavior is common amongst dogs and wolves, and experts believe that it might be the wolves who've actually passed on this tradition to dogs. Wolves, since they live in the wild, circle around to clear the ground and remove any twigs or stones. Dogs circle before laying down pretty much for the same reason. However, they don't need to do anymore because they live in houses where they have a proper sleeping corner. But as they say, old habits die hard. Number 16. Humping objects or other dogs. As a dog owner, you would have experienced this situation at least once. You take your dog out for a walk and spot another dog around the corner. The two dogs come together, they're becoming friends. Great! You turn around and within a matter of minutes find either one of the dogs humping the other one. As embarrassing as the situation may be, this behavior is completely normal. Although the gesture appears to be sexual in nature, most of the times it's a way through which dogs assert dominance. Number 17. Sniffing other dogs' butts. Another embarrassing situation that you may have encountered at least once as a dog owner would be your dog sniffing other dogs' butts. Dogs have a very strong olfactory sense, that is the sense of smell, and they rely on their strong sense of smell to gather information. At the same time, the butt of the dog is the part which releases the most information that can be grasped by the nose. Therefore, when you find your dog sniffing other dogs' butt in the next time, let it be. It's just your dog's way of judging and gathering information about the other dog. Number 18. Lifting up a paw and sniffing. Lifting a paw up in the air and sniffing around means that your dog is in the detective Snoopy mode. If the dog is confused about something and is trying to figure out what is going on, it will most likely lift a paw up in the air and sniff around to put that olfactory superpower to use. You don't have to worry about this behavior, as your detective dog will surely figure out what it is after. Which of these behaviors have you observed in your dog, and which behavior interpretation surprised you the most? Let us know in the comment section down below, and stay tuned for more videos if you truly want to find out about your dog's instincts and behavior.